Hey guys, welcome to episode number 98. As I sort of hinted at last episode, I believe, this is actually not going to be our crafting episode. I'm going to spend a bit of time using my new staff and my new robes here. And I think I'm going to start on the Hissing Wastes. And I'm hesitant to say this because I always end up making a liar myself, but probably this episode. And the reason for that is one, because I want to get some use out of these before I hand them off to one of my companions. And secondly, because by being in the Hissing Wastes, I will get even more tier 3 materials, which I can then use to craft all of our stuff a couple episodes down the line. So I think we've done pretty much everything here, we decided, right? Looks like it. There's maybe a quest here, but I feel like this is bugged. Let's make one more stop there just to be completely certain. And after that, I'll probably take a quick stop at Skyhold, just to get our operations going. And then we will head to the Hissing Wastes.
Inquisitor.
Any news, Baron?
All is well, your worship.
Glad to hear it.
I shall take my leave.
I shall take my leave. So fancy. So we have a level up. Did I mean to save that for something? I forget. Hasn't even. Oh, I think I did because I wanted to choose which ability. And I meant to think about that, and then I didn't. Oh well. I'll ponder that some more and just hold on to this point for now. So let's head to Skyhold. Hopefully you guys don't mind the glowing character portraits in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, because I played half the game with them up there, so it shouldn't be too unusual. But I think as long as I have that level up, it's probably going to stay like that. Maybe after this episode I'll look into the options. I just don't want to spend like 10 or 15 minutes here going back and forth between lightning and ice, trying to decide. Okay. So while we are here, let's make a quick stop at the garden and then onward to the war table. I probably could find some things to do, talking to my companions, or doing some of their quests, or tying up some of the zillion other quests we have in our log right now. But I think I'd rather do the Hissing Wastes first, because like I said, doing that actually will get me more materials. And then all the other stuff I can do once I have my cool armor and my new staff. That's another decision I've been putting off that I still have to make, is which staff I want to go with. Let's just use the stairs today. I'm not as excited about the war table quests now that I have the schematic I really wanted, but we can still do them for golden things. Oh, there's the which throne is this? Is that Orlesian, I guess? Looks a little Orlesian, but I'm not entirely sure. There's like a woman there with wings. I don't know. I will assume for now it is Orlesian. Sorry, we have Josephine's quest as well, and I think we did all of Cullen's quests, and I think Liliana's as well. As far as I remember, they each only had the one. Well, Cullen had two. He had the... It's like a companion. They have a quest they tell you to go around and do a few things, and they have a quest that's actually like more cinematic and more story-based. And we have an Inquisition perk. Alright, now we get to choose something fun, because I think we have all the ones that we would need. Rider's Posture, I don't use a mount that often. Mage Schematics, I don't really think those are that useful either, because I think the best schematics in the game come from elsewhere. There's some good ones from there, but there are better ones from elsewhere, which is kind of a shame. You think they would buff those up a little bit to make them worth choosing. I'll probably choose one of these. Let me just check out the others first. This is what? Increased inventory capacity. That could be useful. I may get that one yet. But for just 15 points, I can empty out my inventory a little more often than that. Alright, here we get basically like merchant bonuses. Sometimes you get rare items, a few of which are actually pretty good. But yeah, it seems like rare materials. Yeah. It seems like you need like a decent amount of these to get any kind of real progress here. Like each one on its own is worth so little that on the whole they could be kind of cool, but money isn't really that big of a deal in this game, or at least doesn't appear to be so far. So let's go ahead and get one of these. We can have more herbs. That sounds really cool, but at the same time, I kind of have all the herbs I need. Discovery ranged. That is enticing, but downside is that now I'll be seeing those all over the place, and I'll feel obliged to grab them. This could be nice to some XP. I don't know how much that would actually be, though. Forward scouts show me landmarks. I don't really care too much about collecting landmarks. Maybe I'll do a landmark-based episode, but I'll choose this one beforehand. But I don't know if I want to do that yet. Then again, if I do ever decide to do one of those, it would be really good to have this thing. And we just have herbs. We don't want that. Okay, so actually we're at the point now where we actually don't really need one of these too much. I guess since we're going to the Hissing Wastes, and we're going there in part to gather materials, we could have the enhanced area. That could, see, I just feel like that could be more annoying than helpful. I wish it had an enhanced range of picking up materials. That'd be really useful. Alright, I'm going to go with it and hope I don't regret it. And if I do, then there's not much more of the game left anyway, so I can bear with the increased range. Alright, let's gather these people up. The consequences of Blackwell's lie. Alright, she will store the Grey Warden trees in the Skyhold archives. So we didn't get any rewards for doing it her way, but at least people are happy, I guess. Besides on, our mission was a success. With quick, clean strikes at points across Thedas, we have killed every high-ranking member of the Venatori intelligence network and left their ground agents reeling. Corypheus is still a major threat, but Sister Liliana now has the advantage of moving against a blinded opponent. It has been an honor to work with you and the Inquisition. Talus. Alright, cool. Only 120 influence for all that, but I guess we'll start working towards our next Inquisition perk. I wonder if you get better rewards for doing it another way. I think I did it pretty well. And we get some gold for doing this. Alright. So, a missing assassin. Oh, from Zevran. I may have removed one of the assassins from your employ. Alright, he's going to make it up to you by allowing me to work with him? Or to hire him. I'm going to have Liana do it because she knows him. Another assassin who wishes to help after killing one of our other assassins? We're already stuck with the crows. Why make this more complicated? Yeah, let's go with Liana.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. Resources, herbs. The death of good Sir Ruth. Oh, I remember her, yeah. She's asked for... Oh, yeah, I do remember this. Okay. Right, we sent her on the, into the deep roads. She could escort her and note her path. I don't really want to recover her body. I think part of their ritual is, you know, that they disappear. I have no doubt many would volunteer to escort the warden. My concern is that they would not stop at escorting. An invitation. Ah, the dwarves could both. I like that idea. Have her go in with some dwarves because they're good at fighting the darkspawn.
Let us begin.
Sounds good all around. And once again, we got to find something for Cullen to do. You want to look? Oh, we already did this. All right. I don't think I wanted him to do that one. He can't do that one. Too delicate for Cullen, I guess. Resources, metals. Learn more about dragons. Well, this could be interesting. The dragon that Corypheus controls looks like an archdemon, but is something else entirely. To defeat his threat, the Inquisition must know all it can about dragons. Frederick of Serult, the self-styled researcher of dragons, may be of some help. That's right, we met him in the Western Approach, I believe. However, no one knows when Corypheus may attack next. Frederick and the Inquisition should focus on one area of research first. So Cullen says the dragon nesting ground. I guess this is what unlocked this. I think I do remember seeing that, actually. And she says dissection. To pour over dragon carcasses. Or the Pentagast family. Oh, I like that one. Let's save that for Josephine, actually. I feel like that might be a good choice. But we still need to find something. Alright, I'm just going to have him do this, even though it might not be. Oh, that's right, we have to choose. Never mind. One of these days I have to actually read that and go through it, but not today. Gather leather, gather cloth. I don't know if those are, if it gives you like scaled, like, as in like higher level because I'm higher level. Deal with this. I don't remember this, but let's have him do it anyway.
To work?
Whatever it may be. All right, everyone's good, and in that case, I think it's time to go to. Where is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, the Hissing Wastes. Digging old buildings from the sand. All right, let's see what they're up to. Yes, venture forth. And we will choose, who should we choose? Let's choose Dorian and Cole and Tom Rainier. So we have been to the Hissing Waste before, of course, as I'm sure you guys remember, back before I realized it was the high level zone. But we didn't explore too deep into it. We didn't really find anything interesting, so there should still be plenty to do here. Hopefully plenty of XP and influence to get, and plenty of crafting materials as well. Alright, we have a lot of level ups, it looks like, so let's do that first. Besides mine. How's he doing here? I don't have a place to put that. Complete immunity to damage for 8 seconds every 32. What does this do? And increases your guard. Converted to focus. Oh, I like that. Focus defense is a Star Wars ability. Not sure what would be the best to give up for that. But I want it, so let's give up lunge and slash, because that seems like more of a DPS thing. Cool. Alright. Cole. They all have so many points, I don't know what to spend them on. Alright, a passive, and what's this? Mark of Death. Do I not have that yet? I do, from here. And I have it upgraded, I think, right? Yeah, I have it upgraded. What does it do? Trigger your mark when you are ready. So I guess he has to trigger it. I don't know if he'll do that, if he does that or not. So let's just go with that one for now. And that's the assassin tree completed. So let's put some more into his stabby tree. Although I think he's upgraded all those as well. All right. I mean, you get more points for everything else too. So we can do stealth or sabotage. Let's do the stealthy tree, I guess. Cunning and dexterity and stuff. Sure, why not? I'm not going to use the ability at all, or at least not going to have it on his quick bar. He might use it anyway because of the AI. But I figure at least this way we can get some stats out of it. And Blackwell is already good to go. Oh, Dorian. That's right. He could get Walking Bomb if he has space for it. What is Spirit Mark? Seems like they're all pretty good. Lightning Bolt, that might not be as good. Let me see if he's upgraded all of his lightning skills already. It looks like he has. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to get rid of this guy. And hopefully that's a good choice. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll grab this guy. And then we'll upgrade it later on. Alright, now we can explore. It's funny, I spent all that time walking around in that Qunari robe, which would have been perfect for like this kind of environment, and now that I finally find a heavy robe for the snowy areas, I leave the snowy areas and go back to the desert. So much for RP. Alright, there's my larger search radius. Death Root, I'm not really sure I need, but I do like this robe though. On the whole, I don't really like this model of robes that much. I guess because most of them have like those two pieces sticking down. This is actually like a cloak though, and I actually like these kind of things. It makes it look a little like frayed, even though it's actually not. It's cool. We won't be using it for too much longer. Oh, Vandalaria. Good, this is what we need. And it seems to grow in abundance out here. Neverite? Do I have that already? I guess I have it from the last time I was here. But I probably don't have too much. And that might be, I think different metals give different stats to your art. Well, I know they do. So it's good to have different varieties. I guess we should probably have a destination in mind, though. Oh, we have another camp already. All right, let's just go there. Actually, you know what? Let's not. Let's... Oh, didn't mean to do that. It is cool to have lightning staff, though. Let's get... Was it stripes we called them? I think it was stripes. Just so we can get a lay of the land again, because I haven't actually used a mount too much, like I said. I should change my mount next time I'm in Skyhold, but I keep forgetting. I'll put a marker. Let's head over here. What's this? Field of Bones. Sure, we'll make that our active quest. Locate the missing patrol. Is one of our patrols. And we've already used that Ocularum by the looks of it. The other cool thing we can do after we're done this zone is get the last of our unlocks over in the Forbidden Oasis. Since we'll then have, I believe, all the shards in the game. I don't think I missed any. And if I did, I can go back and get them. But, hey, Red Templars. Or a Red Templar behemoth. Is it just him? This is why you shouldn't travel alone in the strange desert, even if you are a Red Templar behemoth. Yeah, I did a search and you can see way over there, there's something lit up. Oh, it's not way over there, it's because of the... Right, because in combat your minimap changes. Oh, now he drops loot. Wonder if the amount of rocks you get is based on level or something, because... Or the amount of metal. Is this a dead end? I think it is. Because it's... I mean, times 8 for a single node seems like a lot. Do we need to kill these guys? I forget. I feel like we do. Let's try it and see if they drop some leather. And there's another one. Now the undead one will help us kill it, I think. If he can catch it before he dies. Liliana's already done. So purple is lightning damage. It looks like. At least this... It looks like a lightning staff. Might be hard to tell the difference between a lightning staff and a spirit staff, though. Because in Origins, purple was spirit damage and yellow was lightning damage. Did that guy not drop anything? Tier 3 common leather. He did. I was worried that maybe if he reanimates them, they don't drop anything, but they do, thankfully. Alright, so it's common leather, but it is still tier 3, so we might want to get it just in case. Sorry guys, or whatever those things are called, I didn't really look. There's some more Vandal Aria. Doesn't seem to be too rare. What is this? Ghoul's Beard. I can see why it's called that, I guess. Does kind of look like a beard sticking off the rock there. It's very quiet here. I do like the idea of making a nighttime desert zone, though. Especially one... Oh, Volcanic Arum. That's, that was the tier 9 crafting material, the best metal in the game in Origins. It was the thing that all like the tier 9 armors were made of, and that was as high as you could go. Actually, it wasn't in Origins, it was in Awakening, the expansion pack. Dragonbone was the 7th and top tier in Origins. They added 2 more. White Steel and Volcanic Arum, I'm pretty sure. I do kind of like this staff. I think it would look better with a rune in it, though. I don't know. I'm still doing an internal debate over which one to go with. Who are you? And did you kill that person? Oh, you're a hunter, I guess so.
It's a pleasure to see a new face. Watch out for those Tevinter mages. They aren't so kindly as Hunter Mag, which is me.
She sounds Scottish, which I believe is Dalish in this, well, in Dragon Age 2, all the elves kind of sounded a bit Scottish, but I don't know why she's not an elf. She looks a little elfish, but she's definitely not an elf.
Anything I should look out for?
Watch out if you have to fill your water skins. There's more monsters than normal staking out the oasis.
That makes sense. So there's another oasis around here.
Do you know what the Venatori mages are doing here?
Arguing amongst themselves mostly.
Good.
I think they're trying to find a way inside that tomb with the two statues. It's locked tight as far as I can tell.
Well, that sounds like a cool zone. I'm sure we'll do that sometime in the near future.
Why come out here for game? What do you hunt?
Not game. I bring back fine furs and shiny teeth they cut and sew in Orlais. I'm not the only hunter here. Valroyal is always hungry for the best. You can make a fortune feeding that beast. Quillback spines, for example. All the fashion for men's hats last winter.
Guess I shouldn't be too surprised.
Farewell.
Keep your water handy.
Thanks for the advice. That's a weird looking tree. Is it a Sylvan? No, just a weird looking tree. We haven't seen Sylvans in a long time. Since Origins. I think there are the charred Sylvans in Awakening, that's right. And then there weren't any in Dragon Age 2 or this game. Spiders! There are spiders in every game though. Good barrier. Spiders are weak to fire damage, thankfully. Wonder if they'll drop anything good. Alright, so we're in the right area for the missing patrol. Just gotta find them. There's another one. Up. Blocked line of sight. Even though I'm not in too much danger, I'm trying to put barrier myself for the increased damage. And it doesn't hurt to have a barrier on for when you get shot by poison. There's a group of spiders. Burn them all. Well, that one didn't get hit before. Well, there used to be some kind of camp here, it looks like. Was this our patrol, or was this something else? I guess we found them. Inventory's full. Huh. So much for, oh, I have a huge inventory, I'll be fine. I guess we should keep an eye out for a merchant then. Alright. Let's head... What is that? Looks like a giant or something, but I think it's probably like a tree. Where's this campsite? Straight ahead. That shape there looks roughly humanoid as well. Maybe it is a giant. He's not really moving, but I think it very well could be. Yeah. We'll check them out once we make camp. Or we might actually make camp and then real quick travel somewhere just to sell off all my stuff. But then we'll be back. Here we go. As good a spot as any, I suppose. Got some trees and shade and already part of a camp set up. Hard to beat that. I need more potions. Where's the potion table? And I'm guessing so do all the people who were with me last time, except Cassandra, because she was the tank. Sarah could use a few. Varric and Solus probably need a lot. Yep. And Varric. You know what? I'm gonna actually get rid of this. How do I get rid of it? Can't drag it off. Can I put this one here instead? I can. So I think that'll probably be more useful. The rock armor is better for like a tank. I guess, although at this point most of my tanks are so tanky they don't really need anything to stay alive. Alright, there's no...
What are you staring at?
Your head. So many tangles, knots. And that's just on the inside. You need a hairbrush.
You're not really one to talk, Cole. Okay, let's head to... There's another camp just to the north of there. A lot of camps. We are going to head back to Skyhold, sorry. But, we won't spend more than another couple minutes here, just because I want to clear out my inventory. And I guess we can send Liliana back on another mission while we are here. Even Skyhold takes a while to load. This is with a solid state drive. Alright, so first stop to the merchants. We're over here. I'm not going to take the time to sell like every little thing, but I do want to clear enough that I'll have like 50 spots or so for our adventures in the Hissing Wastes.
Something to be delivered
I
post-haste.
know what you mean
That's
to do.
fast then.
It won't
Yes,
help.
yes, that is fast.
My father
It
drowned there.
concerns shipments for the next
Who are you to
several
tell me
weeks.
what will make me feel better?
Not what
I'll
he's
find
expecting
him.
then, because
I'll
he
find the
thinks you're
mayor and
someone.
Whatever
I'll-
do you mean?
Decide your actions before you go. In the moment, there's only before and too late.
A lot of ambient conversations going off at the same time. Actually, I guess while we're here at the stable, we might as well change that as well. Where's some good, a nice axe. That shield. Decent stuff to spend our money on if we have leftover money. Alright, so I'm going to sell all of the non-purple stuff. Even, I suppose, this. I like the crafted items have their own color, though. That's convenient. And then... Same thing here. That's a nice helmet. Somebody should wear that helmet. Alright, there we go. Any... yeah. A lot of sigils are clouding up our inventory. We'll have to use those to craft. And then sell junk. Alright, still have a lot of items, but we should be okay. So let's see, I saw a robe there. Oh, was that... No, that was my old... that was probably, Solus's old robe. That's what that... I'm guessing that was. So we can sell that. Because when I hand me down, is that a verb? My robes to... handed down, whatever, to him. These were his. Alright, so Duke's main. Strength, melee defense, and heal bonus. This, on the other hand, gives me more health. Helm of the Inquisitor. Yeah, the +8 strength really isn't that great for me. So let's give that to, like... Ironbull actually has a pretty decent helmet. Let's give it to one of the other two warriors. Blackwell, how about you? What do you have? Warden helmet, which is fitting, but I think you should probably use this. As silly as it looks, it is... Whoa! I like the plume there. The helm's kind of silly, but that's kind of cool. Alright, cool. So let's just sell those two items then. That. And... you'll probably sell most of these as well, but I'll worry about that later. Let's change my mount. It's been good knowing you, Stripes, but I don't want to buy anything. But it's time to give somebody else a try. Alright, so... Oh, Heart is what they're called. Brazilian Surefoot. Greater Frostback Elk. Once thought to be only a myth, now here in the flesh. We haven't done a Dracolisk yet, I don't think. It's kind of like a what were those like those skeleton horses called in Harry Potter that you could only see after you'd seen somebody die? Lots of cool horses here. Threshers or something like that. Thestrals. That's it, Thestrals. What are exotics? Unknown. Bog unicorn? Avvar warnug or an oathbound steed. Let's try an Avvar warnug. It's a shame I only have... Whoa, that's kind of cool actually. I like that. Wonder if it's actually a nug or like related at all, or just something that looks kind of like one. It does look kind of nuggy, if that's a word. I actually like that. Alright. The Avvar the Inquisitor riding to battle on a warnug. What is this? Blackwall. Do I have a quest to turn into? Oh, probably some more of those papers. And he's here now, yay. Talk to me, Blackwall.
Glad you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it.
Well, we all can't be everywhere all the time.
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Trying to imply something there.
Doesn't matter to me.
Thank you.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Did I give him the papers then? I guess so. And the last ones are in the fallow mire. Alright, so we are going to head back out again, but before we do, just real quick, I want to run inside and send Liliana on some kind of mission. There was one that I think... Which one was it? That I wanted to send her on. I forget now. But I'm sure my memory will be jogged once I get there. And of course, because we're here,
Inquisitor?
I'll visit the garden. This might be the last time though, because I think we have enough elf fruit for a while. This makes no sense at all. Here we go. We might not find too much elf fruit in the Hissing Waste though, so maybe it's good that we're grabbing it. And because I haven't replanted any of these as different plants, every time I come back to Skyhold after leaving, they will have resprouted. So you could essentially run back and forth all day if you really wanted more of a certain kind of herb. Last but not least, alright, we will provide Zevran with the resources he needs. Before we do his next one though, this is it's a cool way for them to integrate like other characters from other games, but I guess the nice part for Bioware is they don't have to do any voice acting or even any animation or character modeling and try to make them look similar. They just put words on a page and bam, it's Talus, or bam, it's Zevran, or bam, it's King Alistair. Alright, so which one did I want her to do? Not that. Delicate negotiations. I guess only Josephine can do that probably. Mire resources. The Arcanist and the Fade she could possibly do. Was there something else? More resources. Did those... A present for Bianca. Alright. I guess she has to do it. Not sure what it is, but it's something for Varric. Let's go for it. And then let's head back to the Hissing Wastes. Well, I cannot click on this. I don't know. Oh well. We'll use the world map to get there instead then. And then I shall ride my horned white nug into the sunset. We are heading west, so there will be a sunset there. Oh, same group. So Dorian, Cole, and Blackwell, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so once again, we're 35 minutes in. I feel like I didn't do anything, but I guess compared to the last two episodes where I killed a bunch of dragons, this one was bound to be a little less exciting. But now I think we have all of the overhead out of the way, and we can just have some fun in the wastes for a while. Which doesn't sound that fun when you say it like that, but I'm sure it will be.
Nothing to report, sir.
Alright, so what's this one? Sand and Ruined. An odd place. Alright, let's see what's over here. Maybe this is their... Search their camp, it looks like. I'm guessing we're going to find clues to that ruin she mentioned. I like him. He's got like tattoos and all. Or, what do the Dalish call their markings? They have a word for it. Look at him go. I don't know what to call him. He's got 4 horns. How about Tetra? Maybe it's a her. Let's call her Tetra. This could be... Oh, charge! That's gotta hurt. Oh, got knocked off. Hey, stop shooting her. Whoa. That assassin jumped out of nowhere. Saved by the amulet. Not for the first time. There's that assassin again. Let's keep my barrier up. Alright, so that whole charging thing didn't work as well as I hoped it would, but at least it was fun. Any more loot? Nope, that's it. And we want to go here now. Vandal Aria. Ghoul's Beard. So we actually don't really need these too much. Deathroot, fun fact, is the only plant that can't be grown in your little pots. I guess because it's a weird shape. There's one unknown material that you can never actually get the seeds for. So some people theorize that it was probably Deathroot, and they couldn't get it to fit, so they just removed it, but forgot to remove the unknown label thing. More volcanic aurum, there we go. Which seems like a pretty good theory. And I guess it also could have just been another material that they were going to put in the game and then just didn't get around to it, or thought they had enough materials already. Alright, this looks like their camp. And it also looks like a ruin. This must be kind of like what Napoleon found when he first got to Egypt. Well, except sans pyramids, but besides the pyramids, there's a lot of ruins in Egypt that don't look quite as impressive these days. And probably didn't a couple hundred years ago either. Let's get some barrier going. There isn't really like any kind of pet class in this game. At least I don't think there is. Like the Ranger was in Dragon Age 1. Or even what were the classes in Dragon Age 2? It was Force Mage, Spirit Healer, and Blood Mage, I think was the last. Yeah. So there was no Necromancer. Oh, another Requisition. I feel like there was some game where you could like summon undead minions to fight for you. Maybe that was just in Origins. But I do kind of like when there's, even though I don't play them that often, I like when there's a pet class at least as an option. Sketch of a Canyon Tomb. Alright, so there's... Oh, that's right, we have to figure out... They could be statues, too. Harmonum. See the leader here? And a sketch of a burial grounds too. And so also, based on those 3 rocks. So it looks like there's some dwarven statues in the area. Are there dwarven ruins here? Maybe that's who made that place the hunter talked about. So I'm wondering now if those giant, we thought were giants that we saw, were actually statues of dwarves. There's a dwarven vase. I don't know if that's random or if that's, you know, if like these are dwarven loot tables. So it's quite possible this is like a dwarven zone. Oh, there's a cave here. And something inside it.
Yeah. Better take a closer look.
Or is it upstairs? Or it could be downstairs. Aha. A journal on dwarven ruins. The inscriptions on the ruins are all in the old tongue. Thank you, grandmother, for teaching this ungrateful brat old dwarven. Didn't know there was old dwarven. The sad parting from the stone. Hundreds of years ago, several houses left their ties to settle here under one leader. They were running from a war, or running so there wouldn't be a war. I read and reread the pillars until the light faded, but I know I'm missing something. Interesting. So it seems like the Venatori aren't the first ones to do some research here. Yeah, these ruins definitely look dwarven. So what did the dwarves do here? Why did they come here? And what, if anything, did they find? More Venatori. Getting shot by something. Probably that archer. Thank you, Blackwall. Volcanic Arum, good. Miniature Palanquin. Spiked Longbow. An ornate dagger grip schematic, that might be interesting. And a mosaic piece. 1 of 12 for a painting of sacrifice. Yep, more dwarven junk. I'd rather have the Arum. Oh, is that it? This was a small area. This just says ruin. It wasn't even like named. Or maybe it had a name that is now lost to time. Alright, well. I guess let's go make another camp. Can never have too many camps, I suppose. Move my marker so I'm going in the right direction. Alright, there are those 3 stones. So, they're definitely a major landmark. I wonder if we can get to them or if they're like, you know, off in the distance. And you can never quite reach it. It looked like the maps had directions to places from 2 different sides. Which would seem to indicate that you can go near them. Maybe down, like, it's hard to get your orientation based on it though. There were 2 statues in one of the drawings. I remember that. Okay, I see statues there actually. Yeah, I'm guessing those things I saw are probably statues.
Are the Venatori hiding everywhere in this desert?
Nothing to report, sir.
4 of 7 camps established, and there's some rifts around here. Let's clean up a few of them. Since they're close by. We'll keep an eye out for those secret areas, but... Ooh, that's a long way down. Do we die if we jump down there? Probably. Ah, maybe not. Looks like there is like a valley down there. Not sure I want to go down there yet, though. Let's climb over here first. Can I make this jump? I can, yay. Easy to see the rifts when you're in the desert at night. So maybe that canyon leads to one of those secret areas. Let's grab this while we're here. Need that for sure. We haven't found seeds yet. I think the chance to get a seed is just random, and the rarer a plant is, the less likely you are to get seeds from harvesting it. Try to suck these guys in. I didn't quite get coal in that. Get some mana back. Good timing. Good. Gather them all up. Perfect. Got a wraith over there. And that's all of them. They did do a pretty good job, I think, with the amount of time a rift takes and the amount of enemies they spawn. I think any less and it would feel like too quick to be really satisfying, and any more it would kind of get tedious. So 2 to 3 waves seems about right. Pure lightning essence. Shadow essence. And others that had different type of rifts. Rifts near the canyon, rifts near the... Okay, so I guess this is grouped with a different type of rifts. Let's see what this question mark is first. And then we might go to that rift anyway, just because it's close by, even though it's technically part of a different rift quest. That's good, though, because that means there's lots of experience here if there's lots of rifts here. There's something roaming around right to the left of me. Underneath me, perhaps? Must be in the cave. That or in stealth, because I sure don't see anything here. Hey, we got Ambria seeds. Or, no, wait, Ambrita, that's not Vandalaria, though. That's something different. We needed the Ambria. I don't know if we still do or not. But I know that was the other one we really needed for a while. Alright, somewhere down in the canyons. Praying or chanting or casting a spell or something. Alright. So I guess this level is has a lot of canyons to it, which is kind of cool. I don't want to go down there and then not be able to get back up again. Alright, well, I think we're probably going to end this episode here then. And I guess this was the western part of the Hissing Wastes, and when we come back we'll probably close some more rifts and maybe head down some of these canyons and see what cool stuff we can find down there.